I want to talk about two things in this video as it relates to the title. How to find out if your woman is cheating. And I want to start off by using a story of a friend I knew named Brad. We're using names to protect the innocent. He had a girlfriend named Melissa, and Melissa also worked in the same building as we did. Now, the issue was Melissa was having a changing liberal attitude as the relationship progressed. And Brad could not prove that Melissa was doing anything wrong. However, what was going on was this gut feeling that he had. And he asked me a question that was very important. He said, Oshay, how do I know that Melissa's being faithful to me? I said, well, tell me some behaviors that you're uncomfortable with. He said, well, the other night she went out with a few friends. They went drinking. Didn't get home till about 3 a.m. Now, the clubs in California end about 1 to 2, so coming home at 3, going to Denny's and all that after the club, this is normal behavior. And I told him as such. He said, but you don't really understand one thing. When she goes out drinking and she came home drunk, she's very promiscuous. You know, she's very flirtatious. Once she starts getting that drink in her system, she's not the same person. She gets real horny. She gets real touchy-feely with anybody. I said, well, tell me the story. He says, well, the other day, she tells me that her and her friend, Laquita, ended up stranded over this dude's house that they didn't know. Look, Laquita was dating this guy's friend, and she had him over there, and this other guy was trying to, really push up on her, and she was, backing down and, really wanted to leave and stuff like that. And so, but she didn't come home till like 5 a.m. that night. So then I thought about this whole scenario, and his girlfriend just kept getting in these situations where she was very vulnerable. And then all of the information that she wanted to fess up to, meaning that, she shot this guy down today, or she would show him a screenshot of the guy thirsting her. It was always a dude that was unattractive. Always a dude she had no interest in. She had no problem divesting information from dudes she had no interest in. But see, the issue was that these vulnerable situations she was telling on herself. And what she thought that she was going to be able to pull off was, because I'm telling you about these vulnerable situations, you should know that I'm not fucking any of these people. Because again, I have the higher moral compass. Okay? That means in vulnerable situations, I can stay faithful to you. I'm not gonna, nudge or bend. But see, what really happened is that there was some situations that Brad found out that she never told him, and that she did have sex in them situations. And then she broke down and cried, and she had to confess to it. And obviously they're not together anymore. But see, all of that behavior of being put in situations where she was vulnerable ended up catching up to her. Now, it was also his fault for allowing her to do the shit. But I also want to go back to this thing, making you feel like she's faithful. And one of the ways to do that is if there's unattractive guys that are trying to get with her, or guys that she doesn't like, she will always divulge that information. For example, she might say, yeah, Oshay, ugly ass. Yeah, he always in my inbox. Man, that's an ugly motherfucker. That nigga's annoying. Let me show you this. We're going to roast him together. So she going to try to build your trust up by telling you some information about a motherfucker that she would never date in the first place. And then what you're going to think is, man, my girl is really straight up with me. She let me know the deal. She let me know that niggas is trying to holler at her. But see, what you don't know is she's not telling you the niggas that's high value that she would love to replace you with. She will never hear about that. And the guy that she ended up dealing with was a motherfucker that she never heard about, never knew about. And she ended up leaving him from that guy anyway. And see, this is what I'm talking about. How to know that she's cheating, giving up information about niggas that's stalking her. And sometimes it could be that nigga that she's going to be ended up messing with in the first place. 2, being vulnerable. Putting herself in bad situations. And see, this is one thing, man, that you got to understand, brothers, as judgment, as men. If women put themselves in bad situations where they end up drunk at parties, they end up being unconscious, they end up being stuck at somebody's house and, you know, some nigga that they don't know because of their friend, or they end up hanging out with whole ass friends, right? Their friends end up going to hotel parties and they screw other dudes, but see, they don't screw, right? Because they too good for that. Whole friends, lying, divulge information, all of this indicates cheating, and they are dumb enough to tell you that in the first place. But you think that you're special though. So you hold on to that information and think that because she's telling you shit that actually means something. She's really only giving you 15 to 20% of it. And this is one of the ways to know if you're dealing with a chronic cheater. Anybody who has weaknesses is never going to play towards them. If you know you can't handle liquor, you should not be out drinking liquor in the club without your man. But they do the exact same thing because they want to go out there and get fucked and forget about it. And blame it on alcohol. So this is how you understand what's going on. So, brothers, understand that. And I wanted to drop this game on you real quick. I hope you do find this information to be somewhat beneficial to you. For those of you that would like to subscribe to the page, hit the bell, subscribe to us on Patreon over here, and always remember what I'm telling you about this type of shit. It happens all of the time. And this is how you know if a motherfucker is cheating on you. Okay? This is exactly how you know they start being in vulnerable situations. Too many male friends, hanging out with male friends, dressing provocative amongst male friends, going to the club, dressing provocative and drinking liquor when you know she can't hold her liquor, being over at other niggas' houses, you know, going on girls' trips. All of this shit that they can be vulnerable and do something and get away with it and not tell you, all of that is hot spots for cheating. Because a woman who really is going to be less likely to cheat, if she got whole friends, them friends is gone. Good women don't hang around hoes. Good women don't hang around hoes. Okay? Good women who have friends that are hoes are going to become hoes too, are already are hoes. Women who want to bust dudes out for getting with him they don't want, they're never going to tell you the niggas that they want, because a woman is never going to tell you, oh, I'm fucking him. But she will say, I turned him down, though. She will say, I don't think he's attractive. She ain't going to never tell you the truth. So that's what I want to drop in today. I hope you enjoyed the video. And as you know, the buffoonery remains at an all-time high. I'm out.